a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time.
We march, we fight, we strike, we flare, with perfect form and fabulous hair. Through war and strife, through thick and thin, we win our battles and look good winning. In camps of steel and strategy, there's something more than swordplay. See, a certain vibe, a certain glow, a little je ne sais quoi we show. We train all day, we spar all night. Our pose is commanded, our stance is tight. And when the armor comes off, oh my, we definitely notice, don't ask why. It's not just strength, it's how we feel. That camaraderie that's oh so real. A glance, a smirk, a knowing stare. There's something in the mercenary air. We're gay in Greil's Mercenaries, a fabulous band of battlearies, with muscles, charm, and great pure. Our confidence is strong and pure. Oh, say what you will, we don't mind at all. We struck through war like it's a ball. In armor bright for casual wear, there's pride and flair in every pair. Ike stands tall with that no-nonsense stare, but somehow still got main character flair. That quiet strength, that grounded core, yeah, we've definitely noticed more. Boyd flexes loud, did you see that swing? Yes, Boyd, we saw everything. Those magnificent muscles, bold and wide. Subtlety, he left that aside. Gatry steps in and blocks the light. Those massive pecs, a breathtaking sight. Armor straining, hold the line. That just deserves its own spotlight shine. We laugh, we fight, we save the day, but there's a certain extra sway in how we stand and how we move. A little rhythm in the groove. We're gay in Greil's Mercenaries, no room for dull or dreary. With battle cries and stylish flair, we flip our capes and toss our hair. Oh, others may not understand, but we're the fiercest in the land. And when we charge into the fray, we do it in a fabulous way. Now some might say, what about the girls? And we say, not our world. They're fine, they're great, we wish them well, but not our type. Can't you tell? Oh heavens, how scandalous! Yes, yes, we're quite fabulous! Step, turn, strike a pose, battlefield, but make it vote. Clash, spin, parry that blow. Serve charisma as we go. We're gay in Greil's Mercenaries, a dazzling force of visionary. From sword to heart, a fight to flair, their style and pride beyond compare. Through every war, through every scar, we shine exactly as we are. So raise your blade and proudly say we fight with skill and slay all day. A chosen family, bold and free, in Greil's Mercenaries.
Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo, you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time.
We march, we fight, we strike, we flare, with perfect form and fabulous hair. Through war and strife, through thick and thin, we win our battles. and look good winning. In camps of steel and strategy, there's something more than sword play. See, a certain vibe, a certain glow, a little je ne sais quoi we show. We train all day, we spar all night. Our pose is commanded, our stance is tight. And when the armor comes off, oh my, we definitely notice, don't ask why. It's not just strength, it's how we feel. That camaraderie that's oh so real. A glance, a smirk, a knowing stare. There's something in the mercenary air. We're gay in Greil's mercenaries, a fabulous band of battle Aries, with muscles, charm, and great kaifior. Our confidence is strong and pure. Oh, say what you will, we don't mind at all. We struck through war like it's a ball. In armor bright for casual wear, there's pride and flair in every pair. Ike stands tall with that no-nonsense stare, but somehow still got main character flair. That quiet strength, that grounded core. Yeah, we've definitely noticed more. Boyd flexes loud, did you see that swing? Yes, Boyd, we saw everything. Those magnificent muscles, bold and wide. Subtlety, he left that aside. Gatry steps in and blocks the light. Those massive pecs, a breathtaking sight. Armor straining, hold the line. That chest deserves its own spotlight shine. We laugh, we fight, we save the day, but there's a certain extra sway in how we stand and how we move. A little rhythm in the groove. We're gay in Greil's mercenaries, no room for dull or dreary. With battle cries and stylish flair, we flip our capes and toss our hair. Oh, others may not understand, but we're the fiercest in the land. And when we charge into the fray, we do it in a fabulous way. Now some might say, what about the girls? And we say, not our world. They're fine, they're great, we wish them well, but not our type. Can't you tell? Oh heavens, how scandalous! Yes, yes, we're quite fabulous. Step, turn, strike a pose. Battlefield, but make it vote. Clash, spin, parry that blow. Serve charisma as we go. We're gay in Greil's mercenaries, a dazzling force of visionary. From sword to heart, a fight to flair, their style and pride beyond compare. Through every war, through every scar, we shine exactly as we are. So raise your blade and proudly say we fight with skill and slay all day. A chosen family, bold and free, in Greil's mercenaries.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Retro Rodeo, where we are retro. I am Rodeo, and we're continuing with more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Hopefully there's no technical issues today. I really like how that song turned out, actually. I was just thinking about it the last seconds before I clicked the button to switch over. And, you know, there's a second message in there. It doesn't become obvious until the very end of the song, But, you know, the message, aside from being fabulous, is, you know, our chosen family bold and free. Finding your chosen family who gives you the freedom to be who you are. That's the second message. Because if you guys know me, you know I do stuff in layers. Nothing is ever so blatantly obvious. Oh, just wait one sec here. Hold on. Okay, that is working. But what's working, you ask? Well, that's a secret. That's a secret for me and maybe you later. We'll see. Okay. So, I didn't get far into this. Wow. That's quite the that's quite the screen to come to, jumping back into the game here. I think I just got, like, super crit. I think that's exactly what happened here, and I think it'll happen again. I think the seeding is... yeah. Well... that's fun. I guess we're starting this fight over again. I think that's the first time that's happened in this game, too. Where, you know, critting legitimately becomes a threat. Okay, well, I guess we're restarting this fight. Give the game a little reset. I did save. I always make hard saves before we go into the fight, so... well, that's fun. Aren't we having fun? No, I'm kidding. That's not so bad. Okay, but now that I know that there's going to be people back here, I think let's leave the mounted people back. Because they can rush up, right? They can get up quickly. Hope everyone is enjoying their Friday Eve. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more shoving if we're going to get him up there. That being said, though, I feel like Gotchery can hold the line there. Right, we're wanting to keep mounted guys back. Well, I think Ike can also hold his own, so we'll move him up. You know, I gave him this Draco shield, and then, we never actually used it. Eat the shield, boy! Let's see. Make a little temp save there. Just to see if I can shoot him and still have the range to get out of there. Maybe get a kill with the killer bow? Not quite. Also, not quite the range to get out. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. Because this is about what I expected right here. Oh, but seems fine. She can take 5 damage. Oh, but I remember. He's using like a poison sword. So that's actually more effective than it sounds. Or than it looked right there. Stab! That's what? Restore? Yeah, there we go. Poison be gone! And then we'll finish him off. Before he can hit me with another poison attack. Take a little running shot at this guy. I think, as part of being mounted, I should do well at... We're gonna stab at him and then back off away again. But, you know, hitting helps. We're gonna do a little gambling here. Didn't quite pay off how I wanted it to. The Jabber-Dabber-Doo will save us! Good old Jabber-Dabber-Doo. Okay. Get a little bit of heal going on. Throw out a little thunder. And it's gotta be soon that those reinforcements from the south come in. Good attack to dodge. The poison would have sucked. Yeah, there they are. Okay. That's the one with the killing edge. And who we need to get rid of first. Ooh, that's a really low hit chance, actually. No bueno. This guy's a dodgy little shit. Come on, Jabber Dabber Doo, give us a crit. Well, I mean, hitting is still good. Come on, Killer Bow. Oh, baby! Yeah! Clearly, Killer Bow beats Killing Edge. So, whoop and stab. There we go. There we go. We took a minor amount of damage. Level up. Don't mind my voice cracking like I'm some 14-year-old going through puberty. Don't mind me. Stab at the guy with 4 health. Ugh, get stabbed. Can't stand him either because you can't. Can't
How
what?
do you do, Dom Care?
What are we agreeing to here? Also, welcome in, Marzipan. Can't stand him. Oh, okay. I was also hoping that would kill that guy. Kinda wanted to put Soren in that bush. Give him a little bit of protection. It did not kill him, that's right. Sorta good I canceled. Well, I'm glad it worked out for people. Made 2 9x13 trays of buffalo chicken dip. And your sparkling personality was released upon Twitch. Oh boy. Like you were streaming, LaFay? Is that what you mean? Or your personality was in other people's streams? I also do enjoy a spicy dip. Though that almost sounds like some sort of sex thing when you say it like that. Released upon other streams, yeah. Accurate. It's funny, I just had like some chicken nuggets before we started the stream, and they could have used a spicy buffalo dip. Oh, I knew it. She should be okay. But guarantee you, if they can be a jerk about something, they will. Astrid, kill that man. Sends him to the Shadow Realm. Who needs healing? I don't think anyone... Oh, he could use a little. Okay. I do need to be aware of where Reese can go, though. So I can have Mist be in range of it. I don't know if it'll be good by the time it gets there. Yeah, that's right. Gotta invest in, whatever HelloFresh uses, those little cold packs to try to keep the food cold. which I'm sure they get dirt cheap, but if you were to buy as just a normal person would cost an arm and a leg. When I worked at a pizza place, it's talking about things being fine, you know, microwave stuff to kill the bacteria. When I worked at a pizza place, the boss wouldn't let anyone call in sick. Or he wouldn't let them call in sick on the excuse that, you know, I'm sick, I don't want my germs to get on the food and then make everyone else sick. He would say, no problem. All the food we make goes into an 800-degree oven. It'll kill all the bacteria that's making you sick. Come into work anyway. Yeah, it's all burnt away. That's what he would say. Yeah, that doesn't bother you so much? Got lucky and worked during 2020, right? That would be the time. Everyone's ordering in pizza, but everyone is just kind of thankful that they can still order in pizza, so they don't mind if it's late. The only person not allowed to wear gloves. Why's that? That's different. That's why I give him a killer lance. That being said, I just realized he has 7 health, so I hope he doesn't die now. You won't. Well, you can use your points whenever you want, Marzipan. In fact, I encourage people to use them early, because then that gives me time to schedule the games, right? You know, I can't promise that I'll play your game immediately, but I do, as you guys see, I do try to get them done generally quick. And I still remember you wanted to play, like, Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, was it? A way to go for Fire Emblem? Well, we'll have to see. Actually, that's a good question. We're on Chapter 17. Now, I've discovered that, you know, some of these chapters can have multiple combats in them. But if we're in Chapter 17, there is 28 numbered chapters, a final chapter, and then it looks like there's some sort of trial thing, like trials that you do to try to complete. So, 17 of, let's say, 30 stages, 30 chapters. And that's bunching all the trial maps into one. Okay. I don't think there was anything... yeah, nothing particular to note from the guide. Wait a little bit. Oh, you're welcome to the your dollary dues, my friend. I do believe, I'm going to double check right now, just to be sure. I do believe I picked up that game. I haven't tested it out or anything yet, but I do think I got it on Steam on sale. That's also why I ask you guys to, like, let me know as soon as you can what game you're interested in. Because, you know, I can keep an eye out for sales and things like that. Call of Juarez. Call of Juarez. I have both Call of Juarez and Bound in Blood. Well, I'll be playing whichever one is on PC, on Steam. Gotcha. Yeah, specifically ask. It has to be the Call of Juarez that's on the N-Gage. If it's the Call of Juarez that's on PC, I demand my money back. So Bound in Blood on PC. Yep. Okay. Yep, that's the one I got. Now I have yet to test it to make sure it works, but you know, if it turns out it doesn't work or something, we'll figure something out. Well, I mean, they're your dollary dues, and 100,000 is no chump change, right? We would certainly have to figure something out. You can ask. You can ask. Actually, that's a good question, LaFay. You can ask, and I'll see. I can't make promises on that. But usually I try to do most all the things. But like, if you're gonna ask, you know, play Donkey Kong 64 and 100% it, I'm not gonna. You know, I'm not gonna. But if it's reasonable, you know, I do try to do all the things. But I can't promise anything. The only thing I promise is that I'll play it. I don't even promise that I'll beat it. You know, you guys know I'm pretty good about it. I'll try. 100%ing Look Outside, right? Welcome in, Vagrant.
Howdy.
I don't think you could even technically do that. You could only spiritually do it, right? Because you can't... It's all random and not everything happens. So you could... effectively do all the things over multiple playthroughs, but you couldn't 100% the game. You gotta win a tournament? Like, I gotta go and find places that are holding this tournament? Or is it like an in-game tournament? I mean, that doesn't... Depending on the game, that doesn't sound so bad. That does sort of sound in line with the sort of things that I would do. Okay, I think... No, he's got to be one more down. Which he can do. You can put him there. Well, I mean, it depends. New Game Plus is different on some stuff. Chrono Trigger, you can actually beat Chrono Trigger within 5 minutes of New Game Plus. I have not played Ark the Lad. I'm familiar with it. I've never actually... You know, I think I... Hold on a sec. I gotta check something. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back. I think I might have the Ark the Lad collection, actually. I've never played it. But I do think I have it. Hold on. I'm going into the other room to, check the cabinet. Let's see... Yakuza, Dynasty Warriors, Monster Hunter. I feel like I have the Ark the Lad collection because someone lost it. Someone lost it like 1 year running the convention. We just like found it and no one ever did claim it. I'm almost certain I do, but it might just not be in the cabinet. Ah. And when no one came to collect it, I just took it. Which, of course, you know, if they would have contacted afterwards, I would have given it to them, but no one ever did. Hold on, it might be... I got lots of stuff everywhere.
Shut up and take my dollary dues.
Nope, not where I thought it would be. I could swear that I have that, though. So it might just be, like, locked away in a box somewhere. That being said, in my searching, I did find the old CD case. Huh. Nope, that's all the places I could think it would be.
Howdy, partner.
I found the old CD case. Oh, that's got
Howdy,
some games
partner.
in it. Yeah, that was Jackie Chan, followed by Owen Wilson. Genuine howdies. They did actually say those. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Yeah, what are the odds of that on a randomization? Okay, what do we have inside random old CD case? I'm sure it's got games in it. Memory Lane, that's right. Let's see, we got Grand Theft Auto on PlayStation 3. Midnight Club Los Angeles. Vampire Rain, Altered Species. Oh! I don't have the cases for these, but they might still be worth something. Suikoden 3? Only minor scratches, too. Suikoden 3 on the PS2? That might be worth something. The one that I think might actually be worth something, we have Air Guys. Air Guys on the PS1. Also, oh, that one's a little dirty. That one might not work. Fun story. I got this copy of Air Guys from my neighbor. Andrew Cosda is his name. I haven't seen him since I was a kid. But he had the game. I don't know how he got the game. He had it. I went over to his house to play it, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. You want to trade games? And he gave me Air Guys for my copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Which at the time I had finished Pro Skater, so that meant nothing to me. And that is probably the greatest trade in all of history. Though, you know, funny story, I must have ended up with the game back somehow. Because, continuing to look through the CD case, here's my copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So somehow I must have ended up with the game back. I don't know how. But I do very explicitly remember that's what he wanted for it. And last but not least, Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends on the PS2. Trip down memory lane. Now I am kind of curious. What does a copy of Air Guys go for if it's like just the disc? Let's do a quick search here. Air Guys worth just disc. Might not be a lot actually if it's just the disc. Yeah, okay. So $20. $22.50. $40. $40. $25. So not actually all that much, but what is it? What's it worth if I had the case? Oh, yeah. $40 to $150. Okay. What was the other one? It was, Suikoden 3 worth. Oh, my. Okay, so if it's just the disc, it's only worth like $20. But if I had like the case, it would be $260. Huh. No. You have no idea, LaFay. Canada actually has a housing crisis. Houses are of tremendous worth. Though it's weird, you can have people whose, like, net worth is over $1 million, but they have no money, and it's because their house is worth over $1 million. Oh, do the, what's that called? Like the straw man quest or whatever? Just constantly trading up goods until you can buy a house? It's easy. Why doesn't everyone just do it? In fact, I think I'm gonna give old Gotri here a mend. Not just a heal, but a full-on mend. Oh, right, you guys were probably chatting while I was away. Hold on. Have a game in mind, 2 unlockable characters, gotta win a tournament. Arc the Lad, Twilight... So I'm almost certain I have that Arc the Lad somewhere. I can, like, visualize in my head where it was before I moved. Which is after that convention happened, and I don't remember anyone ever claiming it, so... It's not based on New Game Plus. Not free. Vagra gave me a stand and stretch. I heard that, thank you. Continued the streak, says howdy, 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 Jackie Chan, followed by Owen Wilson. They even worked in movies together. Yeah, that's right. Both of those are from Shanghai Noon. That's how you got the Family Guy PS2 game. Is it any good? I mean, back when I did the Toontown Takeover, the Family Guy PS2 game was on there. Never got around to it, because I'm pretty sure all the games we played were bad. And, you know, this channel has not been around for so long that I willingly do bad games. Trade a friend a copy of GTA Vice City for his copy of Yakuza. Still have that copy of Yakuza buried somewhere. Nice. That might be worth a lot of money, too, actually, if you have, like, a working copy of original PS2 Yakuza. The one time I kind of sort of traded games, Call of Duty for Forza. Nice. I just think it's hilarious going through that CD case that I know that was the trade, and somehow I ended up with both games. I don't know how, because I do know he specifically wanted Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It was meant to be more of a lending, but someone, I think you mentioned this, someone broke into your place and stole a bunch of your stuff, which is just awful. Okay, does anyone else need to get healed? Not really. Oh, wow, let's wipe out this archer then. Well, I can only imagine, right? I don't blame you. Thankfully, no one's ever stolen my stuff. But I did have a guy, and he could have been lying to me and just sold it off. But I did have someone who lived in the first apartment I ever had. He was like my downstairs neighbor. And I lent him a bunch of Xbox games. And he says someone broke into his place and stole them. I think he might have just sold them. And then just said someone stole them. Yeah, yet. It hasn't happened yet. And if it happens these days, well, my stuff is everything. So if it's between me and him, if that guy leaves, he's leaving with either my life or my stuff. That sounded a lot worse. It's not gonna go good. Point being, I'll fight to the death for my stuff. It's all I have. If I got robbed, I would have nothing. Fight them butt naked, yeah. Just like on Family Feud. For those who don't know, there's an infamous Family Feud. There's an infamous Family Feud moment where the question is like, name something a burglar wouldn't want to see if he broke into your house. And someone buzzed in answering, naked grandma! And not just naked grandma, naked. Naked grandma! And they won because the judges made it count as like a person or someone naked or something. Naked grandma! But they just said they lost it and then caved when you pressed, yeah. Naked grandma! Oh, dang it. By the by, since I got a couple of you here right now, reminder, the end of the stream today is the deadline for submitting your funnies for the Try Not to Laugh challenge. Buddha specifically requested that the end of the stream today be the cutoff date, so that he's got time to curate the list together. We're doing it this Saturday. Saturday is going to be the Try Not to Laugh challenge. So, you know, you guys will want to be there. Invite your friends. Invite everyone. Reruns a Family Feud and match game. My mom watches game shows all day. She became one of those elderly people that just watches game shows all day. Watches game shows all day and, like, thinks she's some sort of savant at it, and gets very angry when I don't play it, when I don't watch the show the way she wants me to watch the show. Like, there's some, I think it's called America Says. It's like a game show where they polled a bunch of people in America, and it's like a fill in the blank. It's fill in the blank, but they give you a topic and then, like, the first letter of the word. So, like, if it was favorite cocktails, you would just see a screen with, like, an M and a blank, an S and a blank, an M and a blank, and you gotta, like, fill in the blank to answer it. And, I started naming off, like, really, really dumb answers that would never be it. And she got so angry at me. She's like, that's dumb. No one would ever say that. Stop being stupid. I'm like, well, fine. I just won't talk then. Okay, we got lots of people back here who could move up to get that guy. Oh, heck yeah. Get this guy with the double thunder. What's a game show that you guys think you do well on? Like, you get to pick the game. You get to pick the game show. If it's one of those game shows that has different games, you know, like Price is Right, what game do you think you do well on in that game? You don't? You just don't want to be on a game show? That's my sister. Ninja Warrior? You want to do Ninja Warrior? Heck yeah. Okay. This is the one thing that I cheat on in this game. I like cheating on the gamble. Oh! Dang. I'll just do a regular attack then. You'd go for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, I'm also good on trivia. Fail badly, but would go whole in. I mean, there's some people who do that, I know. Now, the guy who did it did a really good job of it. But, like, they do it like a goof. There was a guy who did it in a dinosaur costume. And he did the whole course. But, you know, why not? If they do the I didn't know there was a four-person millionaire. With autism, hyperfocus, and a lack of interest in non-nerdy stuff. See, it's funny you mentioned that, Vagrant, because I would pick there used to be a game show called Beat the Geek. It was a very low-tier show. Many people have probably never even heard of it. And it's like, they had people who were experts in a particular topic. And then your goal was you'd both get asked the same trivia question, and it's like, who knows actually more about it? Who can beat their geek? And there was a Simpsons geek on there, actually. Like someone who was an expert at The Simpsons, and I think I could take him. But, you know, make it, I'd be the video game geek. Not to be confused with a video game nerd. Or the angry video game nerd, for that matter. Of the angry variety, yeah, exactly. I find it funny that, it's all an act, actually. If you guys didn't know, sorry if this is, you know, ruining it for you, but the angry video game nerd, it's an act. He definitely feels those emotions, but it's played up for the camera. So if you didn't know, it's an act. Lord of the Rings geek, you think you could do it? Okay, Marzipan. How much is the holographic One Ring card in Magic the Gathering worth? I will accept numbers within $10,000. And without you going to Google to look it up. The fact that he hasn't immediately answered makes me feel like he's Googling the answer. $2 million? Okay. I have a stream to do. I'm not looking it up. Ooh, that hurt though. Maybe that was a bad idea. You remember? Okay. That's how I'd trip people up if it was like a trivia thing. You make it not trivia about the thing, but about thing adjacent to the thing. Damn, she's hurting. She is hurting. And nowhere near a healer. Post Malone who bought it, right? I do like the one song he did. What, Sunflower? The one that's on the Spider-Man Spider-Verse soundtrack. I like that one. I don't know if I've heard any other Post Malone song. Yeah, that's right. If you had to pick between Post Malone or Logan Paul to get it, which of those evils do you pick? Because they're both kind of dinks. The good news is, if you called out shit about Logan Paul, you're far too young for him to fight. Give it to Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's got enough stuff. Yeah, right? What qualifies for rich? Is rich like you own a big fancy mansion, or you can afford a subscription so you don't have to see these ads I'm going to make you guys watch? What qualifies as rich? Oh, this is my favorite trailer, too, by the way. Of all the ones we have, this one's my favorite. Because it's got the, like, epic movie guy doing the trailer.
There is a man proclaimed hero for slaying evil and threatening the gods.
You really think you can defeat me?
Though he won his battle, the woman he loved was lost.
I love you.
Yuri Hyuga has returned and seeks vengeance for his suffering. In his search for redemption, he'll befriend a young woman.
Look at that!
Whose passion to save her country will take them on a dangerous journey.
Whenever he beats a monster, he takes their souls and then can fuse with them.
Together, they will face the ultimate evil. A secret society so powerful, it threatens to destroy the world as they know it.
Behold, the age of darkness is nigh.
Soon my demon servants will bring death to all of Europe.
You're insane.
Now, only the power of the Judgment Ring and the help of those they trust will give them the strength they need to battle almighty forces and save the world.
What do you really think a puny human like you can do, huh? Let's go.
Midway presents the return of a hero. Shadowheart's Covenant. The quest for justice continues.
Okay. Let's see here. Hugh Jackman isn't a rich nerd because he was never a nerd. Hugh Jackman is basically, if you don't know about his personal life, he's basically a jock theater nerd. Like he's he was a jock in high school. He also has always loved theater. And before he was a famous actor, he was a gym teacher, actually. I remember seeing one time that on the red carpet, Hugh Jackman actually saw one of his old students who like went to one of his red carpet things and saw him there, and he's like, "I used to teach this guy." Yeah, he used to teach gym. Being friends with Ryan Reynolds would make him want to get more into it. Well, I mean, he's allowed to be into whatever he wants to be. He's big into theater. Like, that's the other thing people don't realize about him is Hugh Jackman, for many years, like, between doing, like, X-Men movies, he would do live theater. He would perform on Broadway and stuff. He's a big theater guy. Okay. Soldier. Use some more thunder. Bit of a surprise the guy doesn't have a more prominent nerd cave. Maybe he does. Maybe his nerd thing is theater. Maybe he's got a theater nerd cave. Oh, actually, I just remembered. She has physic. So I can physic them. Super. I would too, actually. Just sort of like having the honor of being allowed into someone's, private space like that. Like the space that represents them and what they like. That's quite the honor, actually. That alone would make it worth it, regardless of what it is. Like I know Neil Patrick Harris, for example, he has a room like that, but it's devoted to magic. Like not the card game. He's devoted to like magic tricks and stuff like that. He's got a whole room for it, and it's actually a hidden door. If I remember right, it's a hidden door behind a suit of armor. It's totally the whole, like, you pull on the armor, and, like, you pull on the arm of this suit of armor, and it opens the door into the room. Who else was a gym teacher for a long time? Lawrence Trudeau? I have no idea. Or Torrid? I have no idea who that is. Oh, Mr. T! Neat! Yeah, I didn't know his actual name. Can't lie, I didn't know Mr. T's actual name. So, wing and a miss. Taught gym in the inner city middle school before he became Mr. T. Very nice. Oh, that's a great turn. Not only did they miss, but they got double shot back. Heck yeah. Can you do the same, Oscar? Not quite, but that was still really great. Being security guards, Jim Carrey was a night security guard. I don't remember ever hearing that. Oh, she survived, thank God. Not saying it's not true, just I had never heard it. I do know that he was dirt broke. He was literally living in a van down by the river. Which is, one of the best Chris Farley skits of all time, but... Yeah, Jim Carrey, before he got rich, was actually living in a van in Toronto. Which also, for people who don't know, Jim Carrey, I don't want to say is Canadian, he was Canadian. I think if you haven't lived in Canada in 20 plus years, you're not allowed to say you're Canadian anymore. If you've spent more of your life outside of Canada than you have in it, I don't know if you can still say you're Canadian. I'm not an authority on the subject. This is a personal opinion. But you hear people say, oh, Will Shatner is Canadian. Does he live in Canada? Has he even stepped foot in Canada in the last 10 years? Dated a man for a while who in face, body, and personality was the mirror image of Chris Farley. Did he do as much cocaine as Chris Farley? That's the big question. Hated the skit. So, of course, that's what brought up on the first date. Chris Farley did so much goddamn cocaine. Oh my God. Which, if you've ever seen him, on talk shows and stuff, you would not be surprised that he does a lot of cocaine. Or that he did a lot of cocaine, I should say. Which is also a shame, because he's fantastic. Also on the list of people who I think we would have been best friends. Minus the cocaine part. I have zero interest in doing drugs. But, that aside, I think me and Chris Farley would have been spectacular friends. Same with Jack Black. I think me and Jack Black would be best friends. And And I don't want that to sound like a weird obsession, like I'm going to hunt him down and tell him that we should be best friends, but I think we'd be pretty friends. I think we'd be pretty good friends. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is what the topic was about there, Vagrant. Which Jim Carrey was raised Canadian, but my opinion is that he's lived outside of Canada for so long, you can't say he's Canadian anymore. You could deal with a Chris Farley copy, but not a Jack Black copy. See, I wouldn't want a copy. I'd want to be friends with the actual person, but I get what you mean, because you're talking about a guy you dated, yeah. Chris is Coke. Jack is weed. See, weed doesn't bother me so much. Right, she needs healing. No, she doesn't. She got healed. Right. Jack is whiskey, though, right? As is Johnny and Jim. That's right. Those Walker brothers are nothing but trouble, I tell ya. When you want to do a cheap night. The Mexican cousin, Jose, right? Jose Cuervo. Or, my name is Neff. No, we don't really have any more. Oh, we got Soren over there. Because that guy's just got a regular axe. I don't want to mess with this guy and his killer lance, though. So we're going to throw some lightning at him. Actually, speaking of killer things you don't want to mess with, I started listening to an audiobook for Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I think it's been around for a while, but it only recently skyrocketed in popularity with a popular Kickstarter and games and all sorts of stuff. Last night, I started listening to the audiobook, and I would recommend. The particular audiobook I found has a guy. He sort of, I can't do it, not properly. He has a sort of voice. He sounds like he talks, like his mannerisms of talking are like Patrick Warburton. So he talks the same way Patrick Warburton does, but without the deep gravel. So it's the same, inflection in his speaking and stuff. It basically sounds like Patrick Warburton on a lighter tone. And it's a perfect fit. It's a perfect fit for the book, I think. But if you're like me and, you like your dungeon crawling games, but you also like a fair bit of silly nonsense in all of it, sprinkled in with video game mechanics that just sound silly when you say them out loud, would recommend. Like Munchkin, okay, let me be more numerical on it. If Munchkin is a 10 we're talking silliness to seriousness. If Munchkin is a 10 and is very silly, and Pathfinder is a 1 and is very serious, Dungeon Crawler Carl's probably more of a 4 or a 5, because it's less that the stuff is outright silly and more that it sounds silly when you say it out loud. Like, it's all stuff that's supposed to be taken seriously, but if you take it seriously in a realistic context, it starts to be very silly. Like, he talks about having an inventory, like an actual, like, in his brain, he has an inventory just like he's playing an MMO, and they're explaining all these MMO-like mechanics, but he's a real person. He's not in a video game. Basically, video game mechanics got thrust upon him as a real person. So when you apply something from a video game that in a video game makes sense, but you're having it in real life, it becomes, what's the word? There's a word for it. It's not abstract. It becomes absurdism. It becomes absurdism. When you're applying very video gamey things to a very real person who reacts to it realistically, it becomes absurdism. But yeah, I would recommend. He talks about how, like, what's some of the examples that I'm very early into it. I'm only a couple hours in. He talks about how, like his stats, and how he puts on this magical equipment that's making his stats higher, and it's just weird for him as a person. Or about how all these things that he did in his life are then broken down into skill levels. So he has this little bit where he talks about how he used to play, like, the old school arcade, like, booth, cabinet, that's the word. He used to play the old school cabinet of Frogger. And in his list of skills, he's like a level 17 Frogger player. Or how he has skills in using a universal remote, and he has like level 2 in using that universal remote, right? When you add video game stuff to a realistic scenario, it becomes absurdism, and that's where some of the comedy comes in. The other 3 points, because I did say it was like a 4 or a 5, comes from actual silly scenarios, like fighting goblins on a steamroller and stuff like that. But it is good. I would recommend.
What was that sound?
I heard something too.
It came from the northeast. It's unlike anything I've heard.
To the northeast? Ha! There are ruins over there. Perhaps the White Prince found them to be a good hiding place.
Let's check it out. Maybe we can find him and escape while the humans fight amongst themselves.
What are those humans thinking? Why would they be trying to lop each other's heads off?
Shall I make an inquiry?
Leave them. They're nothing but trouble.
Oh, I second that. Now, if we want to avoid the human skirmish, we should head that way, through those trees.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
All right. Let's figure out where to go next.
Brother!
What is it, Mist?
Just now, did you hear a sound?
Huh? No, nothing special.
Really? I guess it was me then. A high-pitched sound, like the chime of a bell.
Hella belated! But if Jim Carrey was a true Canadian, he would know there isn't much left to take pride in. Canadian pride is a weird topic. And I speak from personal experience, right? Canadian pride's a weird topic, especially to Canadians, because, what is Canadian pride? And usually when you ask someone that, their default answers, like they're very surface level answers, are we're like America, good thing, but not insert bad thing. You know, we have medical technology like America, but we don't have American healthcare. And so if you're trying to come up with what are the true points of Canadian pride without direct comparison to the United States, it becomes difficult. I've actually struggled with this topic for probably my whole life, actually. Tough all over. Rather live here than and know that healthcare is one less concern. Yep. It's a weird topic, though. Canadian pride and what makes you proud as a Canadian. Especially because there's a lot of things with Canadian pride that get a little misconstrued with world events that are happening today. Like, when I think, what does it mean to be Canadian? I always think about our multicultural heritage in that, you are welcome to be who you are, but be Canadian at the same time. You can be Indian, as in from India. You can be East Indian and be Canadian. You can be Norwegian and be Canadian. Because we encourage you to take what was unique about the culture from where you came from and use that to enrich our own culture by just having it there and having some diversity in it. But that gets misconstrued these days because you get people who get, let's say, this is more controversial than I usually like to talk on the channel. You get people who take the very worst of people from other parts in the world, and they just assume that because other people are those worst parts, that they're doing it here as well. I don't want to name any specifics because that's when you start getting in trouble with stuff, but they assume that because we have similar people here, that they are all those worst kind of people. And I don't want to believe that. I still very much believe in the Canadian ideal of multiculturalism in the good way, in that you can take the best parts of other cultures and bring them together and have us all enjoy like a smorgasbord. We can all enjoy everyone's culture together and not say anyone else's culture is worse than your own. It's just different. We hope anyway. 50K city sign in BC, right? What is the definition of being proud of your country? So if I was to answer that, what is the definition of being proud of your country? I am proud of being in a country where people are encouraged to be their self and let that self better everyone else around them. There we go. That's usually a little more serious of a topic than I like to get to on this channel, but I think I navigated it with grace.
Ah, yes, it was. That's it exactly.
I didn't hear a thing.
It came from the ruins to the south, to the northeast. It was a very slight sound indeed, one that required extraordinary ears to hear. Which means that your sister has hearing on par with that of the Lagoos.
Wow! Did you hear that? Neat!
Yeah, don't let it go to your head. Wow, Ike, why do you gotta be a dick? Jeez, Ike. Living in the most expensive province has made you very jaded. Especially when you're sitting next to the province that makes the most money. Which is a very real thing. That's one of the main reasons why Alberta wants to secede from Canada. Wants to be its own country, because we got all the money. Yeah, would love nothing more than to live independently, but you can't afford the rent. No, that's real. That is a very real problem. I think I saw a statistic once that, like, taking inflation into account, if you wanted to make the same amount of money that someone from 1970 made at McDonald's. So, you know, you always hear your parents talk about, oh, I was able to buy a brand new Firebird. I was able to buy a Firebird off the wages I made working at McDonald's one summer. For that to be a true statement today, you'd have to make like $20,000 a month. Or something completely outrageous, right? Working at McDonald's. $20,000 a month working at McDonald's if you were to take inflation into account and if things actually scaled so that it was the same as it was back then.
It is said that those of the Heron clan are all practitioners of Said magic. Perhaps the sound is related to that.
Was well-off single mother in the 80s working at a pizza place, you could do that. If you want a more comical reminder of it, look at Al Bundy. I almost said Ted Bundy, but don't look at Ted Bundy. That's different. Look at Al Bundy from Married with Children. He had a job as a shoe salesman. Had his own house, 2 kids and a wife, and was considered poor. Right? But these days, if you could afford a 3-bedroom house, you're considered rich. Both wanted, but that's a very astute statement there, LaFay. Both wanted the women in their lives dead, right?
Said magic? What's that? It involves arcane songs known as Galdrar. The effects of Galdrar on the listener depend on the lyrics and the melody. For example, a Galdar can restore lost strength and vitality to those who hear it. And if the singer is of royal blood, the Galdar may be powerful enough to move its listener to extraordinary feats. I've even heard tales of a Galdar that could give one the speed to do the work of 2 men. The Galdar grant many powers. Wow, that sounds incredible, doesn't it, Ike?
Yeah, but even with all that power, they were still wiped out by the Beorc.
Right. Oh, excuse me. Herons are highly attuned to the forces of balance. Even if they had the means to resist, I doubt they would have used them.
We leave as soon as our reinforcements arrive. Duke Tanis must not succeed. Let's rescue the Heron while there's still time.
All right.
Oh, okay, I think we're moving into part 2 here now.
Accursed humans! How dare they defile the forest again? The forest whispered earlier, but I must drive these wretches out before I speak to it further. I will go to the altar. I will give voice to the forbidden magic and destroy the humans utterly.
Okay, part 2 here. Cannot change reinforcement deployment. Oh, so I am stuck with these units, actually. Claude was mistaken. I asked him before. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I see. So I can bring in 2 more people, but I am still stuck with the ones I have. Okay, let's look around. Ooh, a silver lance. Okay, what does it say here about this one? Part 2. You're allowed 2 additional troops for the fight. During combat, you can trade with other party members, give them whatever they need. Need all the help you can get to make it through the drawn-out fight. Position your party between the rocks, just north of the starting point. Don't attack them blindly, instead lure them. Yeah, okay. Though Volk isn't much of a fighter, valuable asset to your party in other ways. Protect him as you would your mage. Come within range of an enemy priest, send forth your thief, and steal his belongings. I mean, don't I get the belongings when I kill him anyway? I guess not. Maybe you don't. I was thinking it was going to give me advice of like, when you come across the healer, steal his staff so he can no longer heal. Which would also be a pretty legit strat. Okay, so nothing totally out of the way. It's just like some generic combat tips. I'm gonna assume we have to... we have to just arrive. We have to get someone to this square here. Okay, who do we bring in? I mean, we could bring in Volk. Got a job at a burger place to help out, and that was enough. Yeah. The, things definitely haven't scaled how they should. I feel bad for people these days who do have to work. I've been very thankful in that, or very lucky, I should say, and I am very thankful that I've never had to work a piece of shit job just to get by. And so I feel for people who do have to do that, who do have to work piece of shit jobs just to get by. Same, yeah. American health system screwed you over, yep. 2 strokes, oh my god. Jeez, that's rough. That's no bueno. That is possibly one of the least bueno things I can think of. Okay, well, save state. I don't think we can actually save. Like, do a hard save. There they are! The Crimean mercenaries! Surround them! They must all die! Oh, LaFay, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, we're talking here. I am sorry to hear that, though. Listen, everyone. We must make our way to the ruins to the northeast. Fight if you must, but keep up.
Ike, what about the reinforcements?
They'll have to catch up. We can't wait any longer.
Understood.
Oh, sweet. Just enough to take him out. Let's build a D&D party. Does it have to be D&D? I'm more of a Pathfinder guy. Actually, I've been dying to play Starfinder. But it's hard to find a group for Starfinder. Plus, you know, if I did pick up a Starfinder game, that'd be one less night that I could stream. Shroot, thank you very much. It's various X-Men comics. I'll stand up and let you see it a little better. Ooh, good opportunity to stretch my knees too. Ah. Oh. I don't want to move the chair because it's kind of like in a perfect spot. So I'll just go over here. Got a nice big Wolverine on the cover, yeah. Or on the front, I should say. It's funny, I wore this around my nieces and other young cousins. Like young second cousins or whatever the actual title would be. And all they could do is they're like, who's that person? Who's that person? Who's that person? Like they're trying to test me. Like they're not even curious about the character. They're just trying to test that I actually know who all the characters are. I am not contractually obligated to play Pathfinder. No. Even though I have worked for him. Yeah, that's right, Wolverine. There, and you can't see it so much now, but... My favorite was, they pointed to Storm a couple of times. And Storm looks very different on some of these. And they're like, who's that? Oh, that's Storm. Who's that? That's also Storm. Huh? And they had, like, this confused look on their face. Got banned for a year? The interesting part isn't that you got banned, to me at least. The interesting part is it was 1 year. You weren't just like outright kicked out and told not to come back. It was a 1 year period. That's the weird part to me. Storm is a bit of a fashionista. No one liked your tactical gerbil. You used its corpse later as a weapon. Well, that's a thing. Perhaps you were expecting a more exasperated response to that. But I used to run the tabletop role-playing club at the university here. And throughout my years of GMing various games, I don't want to say I've seen it all, but I've kind of seen it all. Like, I don't want that to be a challenge. One against a gladiator ring filled with orcs. Go for the eyes, boo! Go for the eyes! Actually, I could put him right there, and that covers her there. Though I don't think that really matters. Oh, right, you can't shove mounted people. Use his little bones as daggers when they took all your weapons and clothes. The important thing to remember that, though, is the GM that's involved with that. Because there's some GMs that just wouldn't let that fly, right? I've run tournaments, actually, with different GMs, and so I've seen how many different GMs have a different style of running their games. And, you know, some would be into that, some would not. Some of them are willing to put up with your bullshit, others are not. Ooh, good dodge. I've also seen terrible players, too. Let me be clear on that. I've seen players who will throw away an entire campaign because they refuse to not do some stupid idea they came up with. And they don't care that they're ruining the entire campaign for everyone else. They just want to do the stupid thing that they came up with. For Baldur's Gate 3. So they didn't think of it or remembered where you hid the little buddy. Wasn't pissed at that. It's that it was your third strike, I'm guessing you mean. Oh, we're going to cheat a little here. Well, that didn't turn out at all how I wanted it to. Took your clothes and armor off to dive into the ocean to get a magic orb so you could see. Couldn't reach. Whipped out a titty for a discount at a store. Well, I've heard worse. You didn't get either. Wah, wah. Even the best laid plans, eh? In a same but different story, I did play a character once who, we had... Now, to be clear, all of us are guys. All the players were all guys. But we did have one player who played a female character who was a witch and made it very clear that she was, like, too attractive, too hot for any of us, right? And so I played a little goblin, and anytime that she wanted me to do anything for her in character, I made it clear that she had to take off her top to degrade herself down a level, which was more about the fact that she was putting herself down to our level than the actual nudity of it. But it got to a point where it was like her life was on the line, and it's a weird story, don't get me wrong. And it's highly out of context. But it did get to a point where they did have to finally do it. But the point of me telling that story isn't that what I did was right or anything. It's that no one really got mad at anyone, but I think it's because we were all dudes, right? We were all guys, and that makes it a little different, right? Which, you know, it shouldn't. We're supposed to be role-playing, but... This sounds like an ongoing problem for you, LaFay. Have you thought about learning from what happened? And perhaps not doing those sorts of things? Yeah, the weird part is they keep bringing you back. You would think after, you know, several strikes, they tell you not to come back. Which I've had the opposite problem. I've had groups that I've quit and then came back to years later, and they were like, why did you come back? Not that I wasn't allowed to come back, but they were like, I don't get it. Why are you back after all these years? Cut their feet to stop them from following you. Duh! That's just obvious. You can't do war crimes? It sounds to me like you're not the problem. It sounds like you just need to find a different group. Not to say that they're wrong in their thoughts, but it just sounds like you're just not suited for that kind of group. Ah, okay. Husband's group, friends are tied, or hands are tied. Yeah. Oh, good dodge. See, in my Pathfinder game that I'm playing on Friday nights, I'm playing a heroic character. And by that, I mean, you know, all the stuff that would come with heroes. Because you guys know, I've been kind of obsessed with heroes these days. But I'm also the only, like, morally positive person in the party. I am the person who has to be the voice of reason to tell the rest of my group that that's wrong. Now, whether they actually listen to me or not is up to them, but I am that voice in the party that tells them, you know, this is wrong, right? It is, in fact, wrong to experiment on living people, even if it does further your science. Morally gray, slightly morally upstanding. I don't believe you. I think if you're willing to admit you're morally gray, you're actually worse and talking yourself up. So it doesn't sound as bad as it really is. Kind of like, you know, this is what I'm willing to admit to, but it's not what I actually did. Chaotic good people won't cut the feet off orcs. They probably wouldn't. I'd have to agree for the most part.
Shut up and take my dollary dues.
Oh! That does remind me, I have to fix that. I could probably fix that right now, actually. Oh, that's interesting. Because that was on my OBS, it is where it's supposed to. So why did it go over there? Hold on. I think I know why. Let's see here. Commands. Action groups. Ungrouped. Loser redeem. Yikes, that's not it. Loser. Overlay. Overlay endpoints. Loser redeem. Now, I want to say let's test that out to see if it'll work, but there is a cooldown on that redeem just so you guys don't do it constantly, but I think I have it fixed. After watching the Avatar philosophy videos, you've been adding Avatar magic cards to your to-buy list. You gonna watch the show? Or are you going to be that guy who plays cards from a series that you didn't watch? Because I think if I remember right, you said you hadn't watched the show. Ooh, she's hurting. You'll watch it, I just don't know when. There was a short animation of that. Of these two friends, and friend A is trying to tell friend B to watch this show. They're like, you're gonna love this show, you should watch it. And it's like them in their teens, and she's like, yeah. Friend B is like, yeah, I'll watch it later. Friend A comes back like 10 years later. You should watch this show. Friend B, I'll watch it later. It's like 20 years later, they're in their 40s. You should watch this show. No, I'll watch it later. And then it shows them like as grandparents, like elderly people, and friend B is on their deathbed. And friend A comes in with like the DVDs and is like, it's time. Friend B dies. Friend B dies, and her spirit ascending to heaven goes, no, I'll watch it later. Friend B would rather die than actually follow through on watching something that they said they would. Friend A is, like, pissed on the ground watching the ghost ascend. Well, it's not just a point for you. That's a point for my friends on the Saturday morning cartoon crew. Because I have shows that I tell them to watch too. And I also have shows where I'm like, I thought you guys were watching this and we could talk about it together. And then they tell me that they hadn't watched it. And I'm like, but I thought we were watching this. Kind of feels like a book club, but you go to the book club and you find out you're the only loser in the book club who actually read the book. Everyone just goes there to drink in the afternoon. Okay, who else needs healing? They might need healing in a second. Ooh, I could just slip on by and attack their healer. Hopefully kill this healer. Yay! War crimes! Yay! War crimes! This might be really bad, actually. I didn't realize that I had so few people able to get up there. I might need to go back, because she might die. Ooh, with a Laguz bow, that might be bad. But it wasn't! Yay, not bad! Sock! Ooh, get double stabbed. A short spear? Well, looks like you came up short. What took you so long? My claws long for the feel of human flesh.
If I'm called in for emergencies, I charge double the standard rate. I get overtime, too.
TV listening to you? Mom left Netflix on idle, and it showed an advert for Avatar. I'm convinced that Discord is the thing that is actively selling off information. Having Discord on your phone means that it's actually, like, secretly, not so secretly, you know, selling your information off to advertisers. Short spear, long sword, medium reach, either way. Amazon isn't that nice. I mean, can't confirm. Amazon is not that nice. Okay, who else needs healing? She needs healing. Gotri does not, so we'll move him up. Lance versus sword. Oh, I didn't even realize he only had 2 hit points when I sent him over there. As nice as it be, don't know if you could ever stream Baldur's Gate 3. That's a tough one. Just generally speaking, I think, because, well, I'm just trying to think of like is this a successful game for someone to stream standpoint? I encourage people, you know, if you're interested in streaming, just go out and do it. Don't care if people watch your channel or not. Just go out and do it. If you want to just do it for funsies, just go out and do it. But the problem is, a lot of other people are streaming Baldur's Gate 3, right? You'd have a tough time getting people to come in and watch, I think. Plot kind of goes with the romances to point, and you gotta sleep with them. No, that's okay. I have been informed, LaFay, that as far as Twitch is concerned, if the game is listed on Twitch, regardless of what happens in the game, you're allowed to have it on your stream. So, like, for example, we streamed Dispatch. Dispatch has nudity in it. There are multiple scenes where you see Invisibitch, Invisiwoman, Invisigirl, where you see Invisigirl topless. And I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 is actually that explicit. I think everything is heavily implied, but it's like the Mass Effect thing, right? Where they basically say, we're going to totally do it, and then they just, like, do it off screen. I don't think they actually... It is, eh? It's full sex. I can believe that you're seeing a little dong. I can believe that. Especially if mods get involved. More than Mass Effect? It might be. A shapeshifter? Milkshake. Does the shapeshifter's milkshake bring all the boys to the yard? Yeah, the druid bear scene. Yep, that's a thing. Well, now that we've talked about all this stuff, let's see what the ads throw at all of y'all. But for those of you who are subscribed, you don't have that worry. You can just watch some trailers from games we played in the past, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
Oh, that's right. The chief told me to bring you down as soon as you showed up.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right? Metal, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2. I am programmed to be your personal assistant.
You're Mr. Seed. You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now.
Oh, it's you, Gillian. What's going on?
I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories. Snatcher is the only word that keeps coming back every time we try to remember our pasts. I have to face them to find out why.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in. Connecting.
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've quartered a probable
Right? I
male
almost want to just sit here and watch the trailer.
factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Now departing for the abandoned factory.
God, I remember when we first heard that scream.
In there.
We've got an investigation to do. This is your blaster, the official weapon of a junker. It's got full user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time.
Those blaster scenes are one of the things they would have to, quote-unquote, fix if they re-release the game.
What do we have here?
We seem to have emerged into an odd place.
We've got you now, Snatcher scum.
But that's,
Your
I think that's about all I'd change.
Die, Junker!
And,
That was close.
I'd also, they'd have to change. I remember we had the really, the puzzle for the hospital. Because I remember I can't remember what it was exactly, but Metal Gear gives you a hint that's actually like a bad hint. It actually actively leads you away from the actual answer. Because I remember starting that thinking I knew the answer, but then they gave a hint, and I was like, oh, that is the opposite. And so that made that puzzle a lot harder. Let's see. Snatcher ESRB rating. T for teen. Yep, doesn't surprise me. Animated blood and gore. It's the restriction of the graphics. If they redid the game with modern graphics, it would have a higher rating. But the poor pixelated, or quote-unquote poor, I'd say stylized. The particular style of the pixel graphics make it so it's only a T by today's standards. But if they remade it with modern graphics, that would shoot straight up to an M, guaranteed. Yeah, it is plenty violent. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. It is plenty violent. But just the fact that it's pixel graphics like that makes it so it's actually just considered like I can't remember what it just said. I just looked at it too. Like it's considered like cartoon violence or something. Like not anything major, not cartoon violence, but it's not that bad according to ESRB. Yeah, Alice didn't deserve it, that's for sure. I couldn't remember exactly which dog it was at first when you mentioned it, but when you wrote down Alice, it reminded me. The cat purse war crime, yep. I remember that.
Ugh, 6 damage.
Amazing what happens when you have a second set of eyes to evaluate things. Found the game through streaming? Yeah. So I think I remember you mentioning that. You watched someone else play it before, too. Okay. We did kind of just do ads, but I'm all out of coffee. I'm drinking iced coffee today. So, time to make more, and you guys know what that means. As is tradition, we're going to watch some Wilkins Coffee ads. I am going to technically run the ad button again, but what that means, though, is that it's actually much longer. We don't lose any time. It just adds the time to the counter. So this means it might be the last time we have to do ads for the day. So put you guys on some Wilkins Coffee ads. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Coffee. I don't want any.
Enjoy.
Just push that button. How about a cup of Wilkins?
Red Diamond makes good coffee. Oop, better coffee. Oh, Red Diamond makes the best coffee.
Congratulations. You want a cup of this coffee? It's Red Diamond coffee.
No, give me brand X.
Okay.
Ooh, that's smarts. Old man Donovan just hired me to sell his crummy Red Diamond coffee. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think he just fired you, too. Want some Red Diamond coffee before you jump?
No.
You miss a lot when you don't drink Red Diamond coffee. Let's go up to the surface for a cup of Red Diamond coffee.
I never touch the stuff.
You should. It's a whale of a coffee.
Give me a cup of coffee.
Community?
No, any old coffee.
Step right this way. Want some Red Diamond coffee with your pie?
No, just give me the pie.
Sure you wouldn't like a cup of Red Diamond to wash it down? Want some community coffee before you jump?
No!
You miss a lot when you don't drink community coffee.
No, I'm not gonna drink any more Wilkins instant coffee.
Now he's not gonna drink any more coffee. Think the Indians will attack us?
No, all we got's a shipment of community coffee.
Someday you'll learn that everybody drinks community coffee. With this camera, I shoot pictures of people who don't drink Wilkins coffee.
I'm ready. Shoot.
Anybody else? How about a cup of community coffee?
No, let me have brand X.
Okay.
Ooh, that's smart.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins coffee?
I never tasted it.
Now, what do you think of Wilkins?
Care for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
No, I don't like coffee.
This has been a public service announcement. We're here to persuade people to drink more Wilkins coffee.
What's the club for?
To get their attention. You getting on the Wilkins Coffee bandwagon?
Never. No!
You either go with Wilkins or you just don't go. If you don't drink Wilkins coffee, you're not all there.
Oh, that's a lot of...
In fact, without Wilkins coffee, you're nowhere.
I wouldn't admit this if I wasn't alone, but I really do like Wilkins coffee.
Did you call? You know, people who don't drink Wilkins coffee just blow up sometimes.
Oh, that's a lot of...
See what I mean? This machine will make you want a cup of Wilkins coffee.
Not me. I'll take mine with cream and sugar.
Do you drink Wilkins coffee?
No.
Oh, things just seem to happen to people who don't drink Wilkins. You'll like this new car.
Yeah?
It's got a built-in maker for Wilkins instant coffee.
Who needs it?
Well, you can't sell them all. Want some Wilkins coffee with your strawberry shortcake?
Can't say that I do.
You can't say that you don't, either. Boy, this hammer reminds me of Wilkins coffee.
Why?
Because it always hits the spot.
Oh.
Anybody who doesn't drink Wilkins coffee ought to be tarred and feathered, right?
Wrong.
He always was a bad sport. I can get you Wilkins coffee for a price.
I wouldn't touch it.
There's no future in an attitude like that.
The Indians won't bother you. All you got's a shipment of Wilkins coffee.
Someday he's going to learn that everybody drinks Wilkins.
Give me the eggs and no Wilkins coffee.
Give him the eggs, boys. A meal without Wilkins is a mess. On guard, salute Wilkins coffee.
But I don't drink Wilkins coffee.
Some learn, some don't. How about a delicious cup of Wilkins coffee?
No.
Strange things happen to people who don't drink Wilkins.
I've got 5 aces. Can you beat that?
I've got a can of Wilkins coffee. Nothing beats Wilkins. Got $65 for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
$65?
You want me to go in there looking like a bum? Got your parachute?
I forgot it.
How about the Wilkins coffee?
I forgot that too.
You'll never forget this. You have any Wilkins coffee in your house?
No.
You know, a house isn't a home without Wilkins coffee. I love these Wilkins coffee commercials, don't you?
I'm tired of them. Just kidding, Mr. Wilkins. Those Wilkins coffee commercials.
You don't like them?
No.
Then let me fix your set.
You can't win.
Any last request, like for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
No.
You don't drink Wilkins?
No.
How shocking. If you don't start drinking Wilkins coffee, I'll make you into 2x4s.
I should have saw this coming.
He always was a cut-up. Want a cup of Wilkins coffee?
What'll Mr. Wilkins do if I don't?
Oh, he'll probably put his foot down. Let's go up to the surface for some Wilkins coffee.
I never touched the stuff.
Oh, you should. It's a whale of a coffee.
Okay, sorry that took so long, guys. I think back in the day, Brand X Lafay was kind of the like cheap, generic, no-name brand. And I think they called it Brand X back then. Which is funny, because no-name brand is actually a brand, if you don't know. But I think that's what the Brand X used to mean. Oh, good dodge. Yeah, so now, with how I kind of ran the ads back to back, we now have an hour and 49 minutes until we have to run ads. Which makes me wonder, if you ever planned to do like a really long stream, could you just like front load the ads? Like at the very start of the stream, you intentionally do like 5 ads back to back. And then you don't have to like run any ads for 5 hours, right? Maybe I should test that theory. I have no idea. Force me to run more anyways? Knowing Twitch, it probably would. That has happened before, where when I start the stream, I try to do ads at the very start before anyone gets here. I'll do that, and if I do it too soon, it then makes me still have to run ads again anyway. There is very much a science to try to make sure that you get the least amount of ads possible. Otherwise, every streamer would run a half hour early. I'm sure Twitch has some sort of way around it. They're not dummies. The people running Twitch, they know what they're doing. Okay, let's see here. Guy with the silver lance will be a problem. Yeah, ads hurt retention. Yep. Yes. People will, even you guys, which I love you guys, don't get me wrong, but even you guys who are like dedicated fans of the channel, that you guys will sometimes even go, okay, he's running an ad, I'm going to use this moment to step away for 5 minutes, and then, you know, you get doing stuff, and that 5 minutes becomes an hour. And there's nothing wrong with that, let me be clear, I'm just using you guys as the best example. And if you guys are wondering, well, how does he know I do that? It's because you guys have sometimes told me that's what you did, so that's why I know. That's why I know it's true, because some of you guys have told me that's exactly what happened. Everyone is just like one square too far away. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a tactical retreat here, actually. Because I'm pretty sure it also mentioned this in the guidebook. That, like, they will follow you. So I'm going to do a little bit of a tactical retreat and see how that goes. Let's make all of them come up to us. Okay, anyone need healing? He does. Should be clear to do that. Yeah. And I've done a lot of research in how you're supposed to run ads. And all the research that I found shows that the way that I do it is the best way to do it. You know, that's why I do it that way. Where you do it either when it is convenient, like when the channel would be stopped anyway, like you have to go to the bathroom or do something. That's when you run ads. That's the most the most natural way to run ads. But you have to do it once an hour, right? If you want to get rid of that pre-roll, which pre-roll sucks. I hate pre-roll. Nothing kills me wanting to check out a new streamer more than having to watch 3 minutes of ads before I get to even see if I like them. That just absolutely kills it for me. Well, and that's the thing too, right? If we're playing... Like, not every game needs your attention at all times, but we play a lot of RPGs here, right? So let's run the assumption that you're actually invested in the story of the game. You know, you're gonna miss stuff if I'm running ads and continue playing the game. But regardless, you know, no matter how hard I try, I basically have to run the ads once an hour. I can give that a little bit of push with some snoozes. Truth be told, I do actually actively use my snoozes as well. Every time I run ads, I do a snooze, which gives me an extra 5 minutes on the stream before I have to run ads again. And I keep the other 2 in case I need them actually for something. But it does mean that you are actively getting an extra 15 minutes without ads. Because I looked at that number and I'm like, well, why don't I use it? It's just going to waste if I don't use it. Some folks who only register ads once they're already going, yeah. Okay, now that we're here... Damn, I'd have to make them come at me again. Which, I think I could funnel them to here, to these 2 squares. I think I can, actually, because I think those are the only 2 squares that you can actively go across. So then... put Soren there. So he can hit at range. We put Astrid there so she can do the same. They do have someone with a bow. But also, I got some flying units. Or at least the one. We can leave Mist to float around. She can also use Physic, actually. I forgot. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, I forgot to move that guy. Well, shit. That's what I get for ending my turn early. Well, he might just hold his own here. We'll see. Oh no, it's Iron Axe! Ooh, that hurt. That did not hurt. Oh, and I have a short axe on now, so he took some back. Heck yeah. Axe level up! But yeah, you know, I try Actually, what I keep meaning to do, talking about ads and how I run them and stuff, I tried coming up with a sort of way to do like a quiz show for you guys. But there are ones that do it automatically. I wanted one where I could actually put the questions in and run that during the ad break. Didn't go very far. It was definitely one of those ideas I had, but once I found out that it would actually require once it would actually require more work than I thought it would, I stopped doing it. Yeah, it's a headache to execute, exactly. I was kind of hoping there was already like a plug-in or something where all I'd have to do is just put in the questions and answers, not have to figure out the programming for it myself. I was willing to come up with the questions and answers, but having to figure out the programming myself was what detracted me from it. What deterred me, you could say. I felt very deterred. Wow, okay, so he held his own really good. And now we can just march everyone forward and wreck their shit. Jabber dabber doo! Oh, too good. Which is actually really good, because I forgot. He's got a pole axe, and that's actually really bad against mounted. And now we have that pole axe! Ooh, good time for a crit. Okay. Get a heal going here. It's a little thing, but it's still nice. Move her forward. Now, here's the tricksy bit. And I'm going to make a save state before I do it, just in case I'm wrong. If my calculations are correct, though... Oh, no, Morum's not the right one, is he? No, he just has standard shove. But okay, we can make this work still. It's just going to be more work than I thought. Shove him one. And then have Reese shove him... Oh, Reese can't shove him! What about Soren? Soren can shove him. No, he can't. Dang. Gotri can shove him, that's for sure. Okay, so the plan worked so far. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna cheat a little here. Let's see if I can steal this guy's stuff. Oh, heck yeah! 100% hit rate. I'm down for that. Especially when it's 2 attacks. And then now, do I get the other item? No. So you're not guaranteed to get the equipment from the people you kill. That's important to know, actually. I very much assumed up to this point that I did. Ooh, yeah, he needs a heal. If you check their inventory, do you see weapons in a green font? That's how you could tell it was dropped in previous ones. No green font. All font is white. But I am glad that in previous versions they showed that. Yeah, let's get that guy hiding in the corner. It is also possible no one will drop anything, but I'll keep it in mind moving forward. Thanks, Vagrant. He's running out of items. Killing too many bitches. Running out of items. We're actually out of lightning, too. Level up! I mean, speed up is always good. Soarin' the Hedgehog, you can't catch what you can't see. Soarin' the Hedgehog, he's not a man till Mobius is free. Though, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog instead of Soarin'. That was a real song on the old, like, Sonic cartoon, like the Saturday morning cartoon one. You know, the actual song was Sonic the Hedgehog, he can't catch what he can't see. You can't kill the man with the preemptive double attack. I tried doing that. I don't know why. I don't know why this episode stuck in my brain to become a core memory that I'll never forget. On that old old Sonic cartoon show, there was one episode where Sonic had to meet with a very, like, grassroots rebellion, rebel. With a very grassroots rebel, because that whole show is about Robotnik is already in charge and they're rebelling against him. It's a very grassroots rebel, and she's like a musician who makes songs to help inspire people. And that was the song, because Sonic is trying to get her to write a song for him, and she refuses. She basically refuses until he saves her and shows her his heroic deeds. And the song she writes in the end is that song. I don't know why. I don't know why that decided to become a core memory to me, but, you know, here we are. This guy gonna die. All you remember of the cartoon is chili dogs. That's right. Okay, so what's interesting, you mentioned the green text thing, and that reminded me. Yeah, okay, so on par with your green text thing there, Vagrant, the guide has a list of all the enemies, their class, their level, and the items they have. In the guide, the items that they will drop are in green text. But I didn't know, because it just says items. So I didn't know that the green text, I thought the green text meant, you know, it's a particularly good item. You know, kind of like this is a standard item, this is a good item. But I guess now that you've put it into context, the green is what will get dropped. This is what they have, the green is what will get dropped. And I've seen it in other stages where it's like, you know, the gems that we sell, some of the magic items, things like that. Which, by the by, you missed it when we made Gotri eat a pair of boots to move faster. Gotri and his French cooking. We didn't even let him boil it in butter. We just handed him a fork and a knife and said, "Eat these boots, Gotri." And so he did. Because sometimes enemies, especially thieves, yeah. We also made someone eat a shield. So that's a little bit of a tougher sell. Yeah, okay. Rip their bowels, literally. As it's coming out, the shield chunks would rip those bowels. That is a true, factual statement. Oh, no. Well, I guess he'll have to do it this way, then. Yup. Truly horrifying. Oh, here I thought Oscar was getting too far ahead in the levels because he was really holding off those guys. Nope. Oh, I do like to cheat with him though. Let's cheat. The gamble hasn't been working so far. Yeah. No dice. Which makes me wonder about the RNG and how that works with Gamble. Because so far there has yet to be a time where it's any different. Makes you wonder if Gamble actually works. Would not surprise me if it's broken. Like, the programming doesn't actually do what it says it's supposed to. Broken. I also wonder... Let's check it with the steel. Because now I'm also curious if I can pull some cartoon shenanigans and just steal... No, you can't steal the weapon that they're using. Equipped weapons cannot be stolen, dang. Cartoon shenanigans steal the weapon he is using.
Hey, who stole my gun?
Which, you know, we were talking about Baldur's Gate 3 earlier. That is actually something you can do in Baldur's Gate 3, which, you know, trivialize bosses. That's happened to me as a GM running a campaign. The last campaign I ran, which might be one of the last campaigns I ever run, because it got so complex. I did one fight in there that was so complex, it turned me off from GMing entirely. I might GM occasionally for a charity thing or whatever, but GMing a campaign, I think, is out of my eyes in the future. But I had a boss character in there who had like a big cool sword. One of my players was like, "Okay, I use snatch weapon," and he did. He just snatched his big cool sword away from him, and that was kind of it. What was I saying though? I was talking about something else. Forget now. Probably wasn't that important. Probably just me yammering on. Oh, bosses in battle in Baldur's Gate 3. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for paying attention. There's an enemy in Baldur's Gate 3, which if LaFay is still listening, she might have come across this already. There's an enemy in Baldur's Gate 3 who basically has your party and her surrounded by explosive barrels. And she's threatening that, you know, if you don't give her what she wants, she will explode all of you together. And what Baldur's Gate doesn't really tell you all that well, but is like, God! Yeah, well, it's the biggest secret hack in Baldur's Gate is you actually control your entire party the entire time. So what they don't tell you, and is the best hack ever in that game, is while one person is talking with the NPC, you can actually switch characters and operate another character while these two are talking and that NPC is distracted. So what you can actually do in that particular scenario, the little goblin, the goblin is threatening, you know, I'll drop this torch. I'll drop it right onto all these barrels and I'll blow us all up. You switch over to your thief while they're talking, and you have the thief go over and can actually steal the torch right out of their hands, so they have nothing to light it up with.
Shreds, you say?
Pretty much, Mika's good drop in there. But you can steal the torch right out of their hands so that they can't do it anymore. And then when you go back to the conversation and you go, well, fine then. Go ahead and do it. And they're like, well, fine. And then they realize the torch is gone. And they're like, ah, shit. I'm doing good, Mikas. It's a good Friday Eve here, my friend. But yeah, it's a great scene. And as soon as you learn that you can interact, you can have your other party members do shit while one party member is talking, blows the game wide open, especially for stealing stuff. How is your Friday Eve, my friend? I hope it's going well. Oh, this guy's cutting across like a swamp. Waiting for tomorrow, aren't we all? Isn't that just what we're all doing? We're all just waiting for tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy too. Oh, with a crit, no less! Get wrecked! Tomorrow is the only day of the year where you drink anything with alcohol. What is the special occasion then, Mikas? I'd love to know. Died so hard he went through the floor. Did he actually? I didn't see that. I was busy looking at the chat. It's a holiday. What holiday? National Mind Your Own Goddamn Business Day. Vapu. Tell me about Vapu, my friend. Or it might be Vapu, I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce a word that I have no knowledge of its origins to. There's a lot of people to move up. Shove that boy. Two-day May Day Carnival celebrating spring, students, and workers' rights. Well, that sounds great. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun, my friend. What is your drink of choice when you do that? Drink a drink called Sema. It is a lemon mean. I'm going to assume you mean mead, or of a similar thing, with raisins. That sounds delicious, actually. I love mead myself. So it's like lemon with the honey? Because honey is the core thing of what makes mead, right? So it's like lemon and honey and raisins? That sounds delicious. It sounds like I might want to have some of that, too. It does sound pretty good. It sounds really good. Sounds real purty. Real purty good. You sound real purty. I will definitely keep that in mind. I'm going to do something silly. So I'm going to make a save state. Maybe it's not going to be that silly. We'll see. Hope this doesn't get her killed. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun, Mikas. Steel bow, steel lance. So they're full up on their items. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. I'm just thankful that I was able to, like, know I was going to sneeze ahead of time enough that I was able to mute the mic. Because I'm sure there is nothing you guys would hate more than to hear a full blasted sneeze come into your ear. And I am sure I said that the worst possible way that I could. Can't be that bad. Well, okay. This is a lot of people to move up. I guess this is what I get for my strategy of, doing the little tactical retreat. I now have to do a tactical forward. Ooh, yeah. Good stuff. No damage! You suck! Now this is the one I was worried about. Oh. I think I'm underestimating her, actually. I think it's because I was given her as, like, a level 1 unit when anything would kill her. But, that's not the case now with her. Ooh, you still suck! Get good! That's what GG means, right? Get good? Get good? God, that must be so hard on the dragon's neck. You are sitting right on their neck. There is almost no shoulders involved with that. It is all the bottom of your neck. Yeesh. That is no bueno, my friend. Get good, worthless plebeian? I think so. Well, using one of those neck pillows, but if the neck pillow weighed, like... I don't know, because they're wearing armor and stuff, too. If the neck pillow weighed, like, 100 kilograms. Yeah, super comfy. That being said, I do hear weighted blankets are pretty good. Never tried one myself, but I think I would. I did also see one time someone had a weighted blanket that was made out of chainmail. And they commented, like, it was awesome because it kept the heat in, but it was never too much heat. Give you a neck like George. I don't know who George Fishers is. You'll have to forgive me. I'm going to assume they are a person who did a thing one time. Oh, the singer. I know of Cannibal Corpse. Loved yours. Husband has restless leg syndrome. Hates the weight on his legs. Yeah, that could be a thing. I have a very unique problem when it comes to being heated and stuff. Heated and wanting things cool. Generally speaking, I like things nice and cool. But one year, I got frost nip in my toes. Which is like frostbite, but not as bad. You know, if frostbite is like stage 3, frost nip is like stage 2. Where, you know, it's not the more permanent suffering that comes from frostbite, but it still hurts, right? I got frost nip in my toes one year. Basically, I went out wearing sandals. And by the end of the day, it was like snowing, and I still had to wear sandals getting home. The weather was nice when I went out, was not nice when I had to go home. But it made it so that, as frost nips, oh, I don't know, maybe I had that too. It was cold, and I wasn't properly dressed for the weather. I might have had frost nips too. But I got frost nip in my toes, which basically means from then on, my toes get cold. My toes are sensitive to cold, but the rest of me, like the rest of my feet and the rest of me, always hot. So my body is hot, giggity, but my toes get cold, and that's very hard to heat. That's very hard to get, like, just the right temperature in. No, if I wore socks, then my feet would get hot. Because my feet, like the rest of my feet, outside of my toes, they get hot. My toes get cold. But just my toes. Also, I hate wearing socks. I don't think, well, okay. I wore socks for my friend's wedding. That aside, I don't think I've wore socks in 15 years. Is it going to be like a reverse sock? Reverse toe sock? It's just like little toe mittens for each of my toes. Get those very thin winter gloves. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Cut the fingers off from the halfway point, use them to cover the toes. That's what I was just saying, Mikas. I hate wearing socks. I have very, coarse, I guess would be the word. I have very coarse feet. And so, it does actually hurt, if you can imagine. So, like, I'll wear a sock, if this hand represents a sock, and this represents my coarse feet. I'll have bits of my skin. This might be a little TMI, I'm sorry. I might have bits of my skin that are a little pointy, because they're like hard skin, that like rub into the sock, and then get stuck in the sock, and then the sock moves and it pulls the skin. And if you can imagine tiny little itty bitty like bits of skin getting pulled on your feet and how terrible that sounds. That's why I don't wear socks, because it's terrible. Okay, let's see what it is you shared here. I'm curious now. It's gonna be like reverse toe socks, that's just the toes. Ha! Yeah, okay. Pretty close. Itty bitty teeny weeny socks that are just on the toes, yeah. That's about right. That's pretty good, LaFay. This music with the wind is very ominous here. Whew, we finally made it. Let's split up and search the surrounding area.
Ike, what do you think of calling in more reinforcements?
The Duke's army seems nearly limitless, And I'm worried about our weapon situation. Let's do it. Get those very thin. Oh, mostly deaf when you type. I mean, I get it. You gotta, like, pay attention to the words. Especially since, if I remember right, English isn't your first language, is it, Mikas? So, you know, that takes skill. You gotta actually pay attention and focus when you're typing in another language. Hey, what's this?
What is it, Ike?
Definitely not your first language, yeah. Look here. This is the only place in these ruins where we've seen healthy grass growing. 3 languages? Well, that's one more than me. I only speak 2 languages. I speak good English and bad English. And a little bit of Japanese.
You're right.
And I found this.
A white feather. Oh, of course. So this is where...
Where what?
This way. Come with me.
You speak bad English? This is the right place. No, actually, your typing's pretty good, Mikas. I wouldn't think that your typing was any worse than just someone who speaks English naturally but is lazy with their typing. I wouldn't think it was any worse than that. So you're doing just fine, my friend.
The hentai pays off. What now?
Nasir, what have you found?
A heron.
Oh, and is this is different. Damn, so there's actually one still alive. Damn! That's a girl. Nasir, you said that the male heron we met was the only surviving member of the race.
I believed it to be true. To find another survivor, it's nothing short of a miracle.
And she's speaking some sort of Elvish. Hey, wait, please! I must speak! Those are words she's saying. Oh! Come on, wake up!
She's lost consciousness.
I guess there's nothing I can do but wait for her to come around. I wasn't trying to frighten her. I just normally run at people shouting things in languages they don't understand. I don't get why people don't like that. Yeah, comfy place to just take a nap in the little swampy area. I found you at last, my beautiful treasure. It's about time you showed your bloated face, Duke Tennis. Oh, no mistake about it. That is the spectacular work of art I paid so much to obtain. It's not, actually. You still claim ownership, do you? Oh, no, wait. Something's different. This is a female. You mean to tell me that yet another lives? How spectacular! Men, bring me that heron, but do her no harm. You'll never have her. Oh, he's taking her. Picked her up. Again? With this corpulent windbag, never learn. Form up, troops. We must protect the heron. And form up they did. Okay, we can access the convoy. That's good. Or rather, the... Right?
Shut up and take my dollary dues.
Ooh, I'll take that. Thanks, Vagrant. Ooh. Give you a little stretching ASMR. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, thank you. Ooh, crack my toes while I'm at it, too. Gotta head to bed. Well, thanks for stopping in, Mikas. Much appreciated. I always enjoy it when you're here. Okay. So I don't think we can actually access the convoy with people who are in the party. But what we can do is we can send people in with items from the convoy and then have them trade. Which actually is extremely accurate, right? We could send them in with more equipment, but we can't teleport equipment into the hands of people who are already here. That's a nice little realistic detail, I think. VK, Virtual Catch-Up, welcome in! Welcome in, my friend. You are playing some Star Fox 64. Very nice. How is your Friday Eve going, my friend? It's a VK raid. We got Goombas here. Hope you're doing well. Hope your Friday Eve is going well. We're playing some Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. If you guys aren't following Virtual Catch-Up, you should. There's I think it automatically made a link there for it. He's one of the people I follow. He's one of those streamers who very much tells it like it is and doesn't really care what you feel. Which I mean that in the best of ways. He just tells it like it is, and I appreciate that. Oh no, to be clear, VK, it's not Friday, it's Friday Eve. That is what Thursday is. It's Friday Eve, my friend. Not quite Friday yet. Quickie little test stream in your new apartment. Very nice. The move oh no! The move killed you? TGIFE? TGIFE? Thank God it's Fire Emblem? Oh, thank you, Yar. I can see you there. I'll sort of stand up straight, let you get a better look at it. I wear all sorts of great shirts around here. It's various X-Men comic covers. And we stream here every day, for those who are new here. We stream here every day, so if you need somewhere to hang out, feel free. Thursdays and Fridays are afternoon streams. That's what we're doing right now. Normally we stream in the evening, but we do stream every day. In fact, I would encourage you guys to, especially VK and Gracie, Saturday, we recently did a subathon, and we did reach the goal where Saturday I'm going to do a try not to laugh challenge. Where For the past, I'd say about month or so, I've encouraged my community to post on the Discord. I don't know if you guys are on the Discord, but if you're not, there's a link.
I am a goddamn motherfucking cowboy.
Well, and the best part, Yar, is now that you've given us a follow, you get access to all of the chat sounds that we do. There's a panel that tells you all of them. If you're on mobile, it's in the About section. If you're on PC, it's just below the stream. There's a panel that tells that tells you all of the chat sounds that we do. We have some fun ones. This one's my particular favorite.
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
You get them all for free. All you have to do is just give us a follow, and you've done that now. So you get access to all the chat sounds for free. We stream here every day. Saturday evening.
This is the way.
This is, in fact, the way. In fact, if you were to continue to type the way,
this is the way.
It randomly selects one of over 50 different instances of them saying this is the way. So we can all agree in solidarity that
this is the way.
This is, in fact, the way. Saturday. I keep trying to say this. Saturday, Try Not to Laugh Challenge. I encourage both you and VK to come. You can still make submissions to it on the Discord. The person who is organizing that list has requested that the cutoff date for submissions for the Try Not to Laugh Challenge be the end of the stream today. So if you want to make submissions for it, feel free to, but you got to hurry up. Try Not to Laugh Challenge. I've asked the community for the past month or so to share all their various funnies. And if they can make me laugh, I'll do a shot of hot sauce for every time that they succeed. But be warned! This will be the third time we've done it. And I have yet to break. They have yet to make me laugh. So I encourage all of you, get on the Discord, share your funniest funnies, and maybe you can be the one who finally breaks me. We'll have to wait and see. We're doing that this Sunday evening. Or not Sunday, Saturday. My mistake. Saturday evening, we're doing that at our regular stream time. Our regular stream time is 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, MST. I encourage all of you to be here. But enough about me. What about you? What about you, VK? You were playing some Star Fox 64. Did you, in fact, do an aileron roll? I bet you had to have done at least one. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, putting away his green screen for 1 second, conveying your question. Gotcha. Congratulations on the move and it going seemingly well, though. Doing all right. Sleepy AF, of course. Happy to have streamed again, I'm sure. Hopefully you can come by Saturday evening and enjoy some laughs. You guys are allowed to laugh as much as you want. Not this guy. This guy, not allowed to laugh. Not too late to make submissions, though. That's on the Discord. Yeah, in case you didn't hear, VK, because you were away, Saturday I'm doing a Try Not to Laugh challenge. Every time that I laugh, I do a shot of hot sauce, but I have yet to fail, and this will be part 3. So I encourage you guys to get on the Discord. There's a panel, not a panel, there's a channel where you can share your various funnies. The deadline for that, though, is coming up. It's basically tonight is the deadline. So if you want to take part in it, we're doing it Saturday, and you can still get in some submissions if you like. So, to the game here. Hot ones when mom tells you you have hot ones at home, right? I actually recently bought some hot sauce on Amazon, and I saw that they have the hot one sauces on Amazon to buy. I didn't buy any of them because, you know, these days I'm not looking for just whatever is the most grossly hot. I'm looking for, you know, various flavor in it. Yeah, I'm looking for what tastes good. Now, I also like it spicy, but I also know that it can be both. Flavor needs to be there, exactly. Okay. We are going to load up to Tanya here with some items to help stock up. You collect hot sauces. Heck yeah. What about if I was to show you this? Is your collection vast enough that you could tell me which hot sauce it is that came in this bottle? Because I can tell you, this is, in fact, this was a bottle of hot sauce at one point. Oh, I don't remember either, to be honest. Is it listed on the bottom here? I don't remember either, but I thought I saw it on my desk. I keep it on the desk, just right there. Nope. Nothing that says it. But this was a bottle of hot sauce at one point. Excellent bottle. You can see why I keep the bottle just like on the desk as a little decoration. Gonna go look up Devil Head hot sauce? Feel free to tell me. If you find it, feel free to tell me. Now, I have a couple people who are, like, low on items. There we go. Kieran needs new axes. Oh, he's got some axes, too, actually. Hellfire's Fury. Okay, let's take a quick look. Probably right. I had a cousin buy that for me one year. Hellfire's Fury hot sauce. Yep, that's it. That is it, yep. Now, do I have to order it off the UK, or can I just order it regularly, like a normal person? Oh, these names! Pure Hell, Fear This, Fiery Fool, Doomed. Oh, I think this was my favorite. Blueberry Hell. Devil's Gold, or Du Diable. Diable. Blah, blah, blah. Roasted Reaper. Evil Bastard. Since you said you collect hot sauces there, Gracie, the set that I just ordered, you could look it up yourself, is Heartbeat. Heartbeat hot sauce was the set that I ordered not that long ago. Came in the mail the other day. And it's okay. I wish there was more flavor and more spice, but it's all natural ingredients. Like, it's not made out of extracts of stuff. It's all natural ingredients. So, you know, I can't fault it too much for using natural ingredients, right? At least it tastes real. Doesn't just taste like I'm swallowing chemicals. So I need to get Oscar and Kieran swapping some items. Kieran's already got the axe there. He's gonna need a new sword. Right, that's the other one. He needs a new Thunder, and I did get that. I do remember buying that, specifically knowing that I would have to bring it in to give him a new one. Offer me a local company, Grand Traverse Sauce Company. The Siren. Not super hot, but great flavor. What kind of flavor? Smoky. I do like smoky. I do like smoky. That is a good flavor. What was the other one? There were other... New healing rod. Actually, 2 maybe. Smoked cayenne and habanero. That does sound good. Legit. Axes, but he's got axes to hand off. Lance is good. Bow is good. Need new heal. We have the lightning. And a sword. That's it. Okay. So we go convoy. Give up the axe. Take... Steel blade. Steel blade and healing rod. There we go. Okay. Which also means I have to make sure she comes in with the reinforcements. And just 'cause I can, we'll bring in Boyd. Yeah, Boyd! Let's also have Boyd come in with a steel axe. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is there's a lot of hot sauces that are just a lot of vinegar. And, you know, like the Franks. We got the Franks right there. If you didn't know, Gracie, I actually have a redeem on the channel to make me do a shot of hot sauce. And it would be, you know... It'd be either the regular Franks, like you see right there, or if you pay the extra $1 dues, I do the extra hot as well.
It's a popular redeem on the channel.
It's under the Shoot the Sauce redeem. Is it that time? I don't know. I don't know if Gracie has enough channel points to make it that time or not.
Better be spicy.
Ouch! Fire! It burns! It burns!
It's almost worth it every time just to get to see that little clip. Okay. We're very low on that bottle because you guys keep making me drink it. I might have to go into the kitchen and grab another one. Hold on. It's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just below the label there, and I don't know if that's enough to fill a shot glass. I also don't know if I have any more, to be honest. I need to get groceries.
Hello, grocery store. I need 8 bottles of hot sauce. Right, stat now. It's an emergency. It's a hot sauce emergency.
There are the ones that you got me. That is right, LaFay. I don't know if those qualify as extra hot, though, which is what Vagrant paid for. Give me a moment, though. I do keep things clean around here, so I got to get a couple of wipes to clean the glass with after. You think so? That the extra hot Valentina, I think it's just regular hot. You think ghost pepper would count? Well, Vagrant, it's your redeem. Do you want me to do the Frank's extra hot or the I think it's called creamy ghost pepper or the creamy ghost pepper that LaFay sent? It's your redeem. You make the call. I'll do either one. I'll also enjoy a sip of this first. Oh, he's thinking. Has to think real hard on this. That's a lot of dollary doozy spent. Oh, okay. Gracie gets to pick. Your choice, Gracie. It's either the Frank's Extra Hot, or I don't remember what it's called, or the, oh, you're going with the creamy ghost pepper. Okay. I'll go grab it. Hold on. See, when I've been eating it a lot on my eggs lately, and I don't think it's all that hot. Let's see. There it is. It's also, like, almost out. It is Melinda's brand. You love Melinda's? Well, I'll show it to you here. LaFay was kind enough back at Easter to send me like a little Easter gift basket. And it had some chocolates in it too that were fantastic, but she also sent me a bunch of hot sauce. And this is, the camera's reversed. You'll have to forgive me. But yeah, Melinda's ghost pepper wing sauce. This particular one is creamy style ghost pepper. Says it's five flames in heat, but I don't know. Garlic habanero does sound good too. All right. Wait. Gotta remember to give it a good shake. There was one time I did like just the regular Frank's, but it hadn't been shaken up and it had sort of sat there for a while and it tasted nasty. You should have bought the ass liquefier. Probably tastes like crap. I do have a built-up resistance, right? It is creamy.
That's what she said.
Oh, that means there's not very much left. Okay, well, give me a sec to just clear the desk here. There you go. Oh, excuse me. Nice and full, as you can see. Salute. That's hot, but I think I enjoy it a lot less this way. I also think there's chunks in it, which sounds nasty, I know, but that lost ice resistance and got fire. I mean, my toes lost ice resistance. That part's true. The rest of me does like to be hot. But that's a fairly accurate statement. Make sure the glass is nice and clean. There we go. That is hot. Well, there you go. Vagrant, Gracie, LaFay. Are you not entertained? I should snort the hot sauce? No, thank you. It's one thing to just, kind of pretend to get hurt. It's another to do something that would actually harm me. So, no, thank you. I'm pretty sure snorting hot sauce would actually cause, permanent damage to my sinuses. So, no, thank you. That's just what the doctors say, right? And what do they know? Damn quacks. Are any of these the Duke? No. So what's our... I missed it. What's our goal here? Just survive 10 turns. Okay, well, that's a good goal. That being said, though, Thursdays I am on a schedule. I do usually end, a couple minutes earlier than I normally do. I have someone who comes to pick me up, so I have to be ready for when they're here. So I might just call it here at the start of this fight. I do enjoy it when I get to start the stream with a fight. So I think this will be perfect for tomorrow. But don't run. We always talk for a minute at the end of the stream here. Okay, so tomorrow afternoon, more Try Not to Laugh challenge. Or not more Try Not to Laugh challenge. That's Saturday. More Fire Emblem. More Fire Emblem tomorrow. We're going to keep playing Fire Emblem. Saturday is the Try Not to Laugh challenge. I don't think that's going to take all stream. So I might throw in, maybe we'll watch an episode of Megas XLR or something to follow it up. I don't know. I think we'll watch something, though. I'll give you guys a little sampler of the animation redeem that we never got to, maybe. But that's in place of our Saturday theme stream, where you guys know, normally I have you guys vote on a theme on the Discord, and then we play a game tied to that theme. The theme right now is, of course...
I love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Where we have kick-ass female leads, and for that we are playing Resident Evil Code Veronica. And, that's had to be put on hold because of the capture card not working. That's on the way, though. It's in the mail. It's supposed to get here Monday. So hopefully by next week we'll be able to get back at that. The game after Fire Emblem, we're going to be playing some Ni no Kuni. I've never played Ni no Kuni. I've played Ni no Kuni 2, but I hear that they are quite different. Yeah, there's nothing else really in the pipeline for now, but I will go and I will look for someone for us to raid to. I'll give you guys some raid tunes to listen to, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeehaw, baby, well that's our show. We play retro games, but it's time to blow. Saddle up, partner, it's time to change the view. Time to dance at a different venue. Pixelated lands where the cowboys roam. We're shooting for high scores, never going home. With a quick draw, a controller in hand, we're the wildest raiders in all the land. The night is young, we're on the run. Old school fun, and we're second to none. But the sun is setting, it's time to call. Grab your posse, it's time for the raid, y'all. Riding into the raid on a digital horse. Retro heroes, raid with no remorse. Press start, let's make a little noise. Get ready.
Okay, this is an easy one, actually. We're going to raid into Bunny. Bunny Hearted is their full name. They are playing some Elden Ring. If you guys don't recall, Bunny is the person who did the old PlayStation 1 Mega Man Legends style, what's the VTuber model. That I think I'm going to look into us getting it done for the channel here for myself. Not a bunny, of course, but I might have her make it in a cowboy style. They're playing some Elden Ring. They're a fun person to go into. We have some raid messages for them. We have one for those who are subscribed. We have one here for everyone else. Let's go in there. Let's show them how Rodeo's Raiders do. And I'll see you guys next time.